Well, as usual, it's not going to be a very positive video on this channel. I would say this channel is more of a very heavy type of channel in which I'm basically just talking about, what I'm feeling deep down inside about everything that's transpired over the past, 6 years, let alone 8. And I don't know why I'm making this video. I guess I'm really just making it because I don't I don't really feel like I mattered to anybody. I never really felt like people truly cared about me, and I feel like time has shown that time and time again. Um, I can never seem to have people that actually stick around in my life. It seems like the only thing close to friends, and I use that term loosely, is really just people that are just my coworkers, that are just really my coworkers at best. And my dynamics with those said coworkers only lasted as long as my duration of me working as said, you know, whatever menial fast food job that I was able to get at the time. And even now, because of the fact that, no job, like nobody wants to give me a chance, despite me having a bachelor's degree, despite me having a portfolio, all these things that I mentioned already in my previous videos. I wanted to prove to everybody and even myself that I was going to be able to be the person that I wanted to be, that I hoped and wished I was going to be. To prove everybody that treated me like shit, excluded me, made me feel like I was a subhuman, that I wasn't good enough. Prove all those people wrong. All their assumptions about me were just wrong. I wanted to do all that, but it seems like the only people that actually ended up getting ahead in life are the very same scumbags that that treated me like garbage all those years ago. Especially this one girl that mattered to me at one point in my life. She was rubbing like all these shortcomings I had about me in my face. Dismissing the pain that I went through. Knew that even that knew that I had wounds going for me, but decided to meet it with just her just being a jerk instead of just being understanding it and sympathetic, compassionate about it, and actually just not being a jerk about it. I don't know how else to put it. I I wanted to. It's hard for me not to say this without breaking down crying, but sorry, this is hard. This is hard for me. I wanted to feel like I mattered to somebody. Somebody who accepts me. You know, like authentically, unapologetically. someone who actually chooses me for a change. And unfortunately, I never got that. You know, these past 6 years, nothing has changed. It's just been the same bullshit. The same disappointments, the same type of silence. But the only difference now is that I'm not in school anymore because I graduated, and it's just the silence just gets more. And more obvious as time goes on. I just wanted some sort of proof externally that these 7 years of being treated like shit, being felt that I was invisible to everybody, being neglected, abandoned by the people that matter the most to me. I wanted some sort of external proof that maybe all this bullshit actually meant something. Just to have reality continue to say fuck you to me again and again and again. I was unemployed for 9 months. I was unemployed for 9 months. Started on Mother's Day of last year. When it was the last day of when it was like the last semester when my university, graduating at the age of 24 last year. And I thought that things were going to improve for me. I thought things were going to get better. I thought I wasn't gonna. I thought it was gonna be no more me working minimum wage ever again. Just to have 9 months of nothing happening, 9 months of isolation, no feedback, nothing, getting ghosted, getting rejected, not being chosen. I mean, it's bad enough in my dating life. I was never chosen by anybody that mattered. It's bad enough in my dating life. I was never chosen by anybody in my dating life. And now I'm over here not even being chosen by employers, despite everything I went through to get this fucking bachelor's degree. I I wanted to be seen, acknowledged, accepted, but not only the places that I've applied to, but also to you know to someone that could have been, but like towards a nice woman, somebody who actually loves me for me and not for my job or whatever. And it feels like I'm never going to get that. I feel trapped. I don't see things ever changing for me. Uh, what I basically see happening is that I'm just gonna have whatever whatever pathetic $3,000, $4,000 that I have. But at that time, and then my dad, he's just gonna take what little money I have, and I'm never gonna move. I'm never gonna leave this fucking house. I'm never gonna truly be on my own. I'm never gonna truly live independently. I'm never gonna truly have a life of my own. I'm just gonna forever just be stuck where I was at when I was 18. And I feel like I missed my boat. I feel like I missed my chance. I'm never gonna be respected. I'm never gonna be seen, acknowledged. I'm just gonna just be ignored and forgotten for the rest of my life, it seems like. It, I don't know what to do anymore. Those fucking psychics. I mean, and yes, I used to talk to psychics because I don't know who to talk to. I wanted clarity. I wanted to make sense of where it all went wrong, how it went wrong. Those fucking cars lied to me, man. Those psychics lied to me. They told me my life was gonna get better. They told me I was gonna meet somebody that I was gonna finally start making something of myself. And reality told me otherwise. Reality told me otherwise. Reality gave me a reminder that nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares. But I just would have liked it if for once that saying nobody cares didn't apply in this instance. So like I said, I'm making this video because I don't feel safe saying this to the people that are closest to me the most because they just rather but I mean by those closest to me I mean like my relatives because they either want to be dickheads to me or they just want to turn it into some petty drama that I really don't need. I'm just tired of everybody treating it treating it like it's my fault. I'm tired of people treating it like it's my fault, you know? I, d- I did what I was fucking told, man. I did things to the best of my abilities, and it's just like my best wasn't good enough. So I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I feel like I've been abandoned. Nobody nobody gave a shit, and nobody gives a shit now. And the worst thing about it is that I have to show up to work tomorrow again to be working with those assholes that don't even give me like decent that don't even give me some any like human decency, let alone respect. I ended up leaving work early today because I got a tire pressure warning light on my car, and I literally had to and I was like literally having to drive back from Murphy back to Dallas to get my tire changed, and I did get it changed, and but it was like but it was just like the tire place that was open today, They were just taking their sweet ass time. They were just taking their sweet ass time trying to change my fucking tire. And it's already been like 3 hours that passed, and I was just getting pissed off. I wanted to leave already, but they were just taking their sweet time trying to change, just trying to do a simple tire change. So I mean, so yeah, that was $138.99 gone. Because as always, I can never get ahead in life. Of course, something always has to come up. Of course, always, I can never get ahead. I can never save for anything. Something stupid always has to fucking come up, no matter how conservative I am with my spending. I'm just gonna just cut it off right here. This video's getting too long. I'll catch up with you guys in the next one. Goodbye.